right, it's time to get counting.
Something called the Great Backyard Birdcount is coming up this weekend, and here to show us some fun ways to attract birds to your yard is our friend and family blogger, Julie Kieras.
Hey.
I love birds,
Okay.
and I think that is not, like, and it sounds so ridiculous, but to sit and watch birds come to a feeder, I think is one of the most relaxing things to do,
It is.
and one of the most educational and informal things to do too. It's so wonderful.
Right, so it's the perfect way to get kids interested in the outdoors and nature. And we're kind of new to bird watching, so I stopped in at our local Wild Birds Unlimited of Avon and Watertown. They've been working with me to teach me all about birds. And I learned so much about having the right bird feeders and the right bird food. So I brought a couple in with me.
Right? When you get out there, I got mine from LL Bean so many years ago, and I took it apart, and I can't get it back together the right way.
You got to stop in at Wild Birds.
I will. All right.
So first of all, most people are familiar with the seed tube feeders. This is a great one because it has a really sturdy top, and it's easy to take apart and clean. And it has in here the No Mess Birdseed, which this is fabulous. Parents are going to love this, and anyone who loves their garden and lawn, because I don't know if you know this, but a lot of birdseed at chain stores is mostly unusable by birds. Like 27% of it can be eaten by birds.
Seriously, I did not know that.
It's full of fillers. So Wild Birds Unlimited actually makes regionally formulated seed for the birds in our area here in Connecticut.
That's so cool.
And there's no shells. The No Mess kind has no shells. It's all edible by the birds, so it's not going to fall on the lawn and attract the squirrels and sprout little things. So it's a wonderful mix, and the fact that it's perfect for Connecticut birds. But then another feeder that would be great is this tray feeder, because the larger birds like mourning doves and cardinals can actually sit and pick in there, and then the kids can watch the birds a little bit longer than when they're just swooping and diving for their seed. And you can mix different kinds of seed in there. Right now I have the bark butter bites, but you could put the No Mess seed in there with it, and the birds will pick out what they like to eat.
Isn't that clever?
Yeah.
It's got a little mesh lining at the bottom so that everything stays in place.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
terrific.
different birds like different
They
things
do.
to eat?
Some, yep, they pick through, and they actually will find the kinds that they like the best and that they need for the winter. And so speaking of winter feeding birds, I have this peanut butter feeder, and it is coated in Jim's Birdacious bark butter.
And you say don't eat it.
Don't eat it. It's a suet-based product. And so birds in winter especially need fats to stay healthy and warm and get enough calories. And this bark butter is exclusive to Wild Birds Unlimited. And you just smear it on. You can smear it on these peanut butter feeders, or you can even put it on the side of a tree.
And if you if you can come back to it, you'll see what the back looks like. You can smear it right onto the
both sides.
Both sides, so they're getting it from both sides now.
Right. And so these are just 3 different feeders to attract different kinds of birds, but also to give the birds what the different kinds of foods they need through the winter.
Okay.
So you get the birds to your yard with the feeders, and then kids need to be able to see them up close. So I have these awesome kid binoculars from Think Peak Toys. And they're kid-sized, because you know how kids struggle with the big binoculars, right?
So I struggle with them.
Yeah, you will like these then. So they are formulated to be kid-sized, and they are bendable so they can fit the kid's eye width as they grow. So you can unbend them for as the kids' eyes grow and get farther apart when they get older. And they have 8 times magnification for crisp images. They have a focus wheel, and they're coated in this rubber shock-proof coating, so when they drop it, you know. And especially for safety, they got to break away.
We got about a minute.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about some games for bird identification really quick. This is from Lawrence King Publishers. We've got bird bingo, matching birds, and a trump card. So there's these gorgeous illustrations, 64 kinds of birds. The matching game I love because you actually match male-female pairs.
Oh, fun.
So you can see the different kinds of birds. So I've got the male-female hummingbird here.
See, now I never would think that these two go together.
Right, but that now kids get an eye for, okay, they're going to look different, right?
I mean, look at I don't know if we can get a shot of this, but it's pretty incredible, the difference of these two
the cardinals
birds.
Down here.
So you have to, like, look at that. That's the male and the female.
Right.
And the hummingbirds.
Isn't that incredible? They don't look anything alike.
No, they don't.
I wonder what their kids look like.
And then just real quick, the Great Backyard Birdcount is coming up this weekend, and here Counting Birds is a book that tells you all about how it got started, how to get involved, and Connecticut was actually part of the first Great Backyard Birdcount back over 100 years ago.
Now, do birds of a feather flock together?
They sure do.
And hopefully they'll flock right to your backyard.
That's right, and you can count them this weekend.
All right, thanks, Julie. Again, the Great Backyard Bird Count is this weekend from Friday, February 15th through Sunday, February 18th. For more information and to sign up to participate, head to gbbc.birdcount.org. Paul?
Yes?
Go ahead.
To learn about kid-friendly products, craft ideas, and to get parenting advice, check out Julie's blog. It's happystronghome.com.